Alright. So next we have Duo versus Orphe by Cryptum. What the fuck is this formatting? This is going to be hell to read, isn't it? 9:05, September 5th, 2017. Orphan DMs. You are not the best British child, Cryptum. Mwahahaha. Orphan. September 5th, 2017. Best British manner. Krypton looked up from his computer, his British features seeming to reflect the pale moon's light overhead. He sighed as he read the script above. Who the bloody hell is this orphan person? He asked to no one in particular, using the powers granted him to him by being the best British child. You're not Duo, buddy. He ordered the meme gods to smite him and show him, as the common folk put it, who's boss. He smiled, thinking that it would teach the unworthy scullion to not attempt to undermine his prestigious title. You know, there's a difference between being British and being posh. September 8th, 2017. Also, you're formatting the dates like an American, because I'm pretty sure... Good job, you failure! Orphan rubbed his charred arse, muttering profanities that would have made a deaf man ears bleed. Grr, I shall have revenge on you, you bloody wanker, he screamed as he racked his mind to think of any clever revenge plans. If only I could un-Britishize the almighty best British child, then I could have my revenge, he said, still dutifully rubbing his arse. Then his face contorted into a sneer, a cold sneer that most likely meant he was going to spray paint Cryptum's manor with red and blue stripes along with white stars. Predictably, he did. September 8th, 2017. Best British manner. Cryptum woke up to the smell of birds chirping. He sniffed into the air. Sniff, sniff. It smells like an American, he exclaimed, donning his red coat uniform and loading his musket. He jumped out to the window and followed the scent. Muskets? It's fucking 2017. He jumped out of his window and followed the scent and heard a noise that was similar to spray painting. Then he saw the spray paint. Orphan! He screamed when he saw the walls painted like the American flag. He pressed a button on his coat, which promptly activated 3,000 pounds of TNT that was located under the manor. It blew up, wiping any trace of the paint. What? This ends now, he declared, snapping his fingers and sending his messenger owl to Orphan with a request to duel the next night. September 9th, 2017. Orphan Cottage. This will end, with me as the victor, Orphan declared, hoisting a katana on his shoulder. No period. September 9th, 2017. Hogwarts Castle. Oh, great meme gods, please smite this unholy sinner, Cryptum murmured, allowing a bolt of lightning to strike its unfortunate target. September 9th, 2017. Nighttime. Well, this is my story, so the winner is obvious here. The best British style child, conqueror of nations, ruler of the seven seas, Duo wins. Duo wasn't even in the story and he still won. That was that was interesting. Nice to get a comedic break, although I would have liked it in between Cole and Kitty's stories, because goddamn, those two were heavy. Next up, we have Dairy Product, Las One's Guide to World Domination. Ahem. Hello. Oh. Ahem. Hello. As you may know, my name is Las Milan, and as a Russian watermelon, and specifically a Russian watermelon, I want to conquer the world. Now, it is not easy, in fact. I've never done it before, as you can see, but using some very nice calculated guesses, I've compiled a step-by-step instruction manual that would ensure world domination. Just a warning, though, please don't try this at home, because if you could succeed where I failed, that'd be a really hard hit on my ego. Now let's get started. Lesson 1. So the first step of any amount of blammo boom world domination, you need loyal minions. Now there are several ways of doing this, of course. My method, which is always the best method, is to create a crappy game for an extremely niche audience. Now you might think to at least make a good game, or make it for a broad audience so that you can attract more people. This is a fool's reasoning. Yes, you may get more people, but yes, there will be a higher chance of really loyal people, and yes, there will be a lot of benefits, but I'm too lazy to take control of that many people, so I'd rather just play world domination on hard mode. Yes, that's the reasoning. This is a lesson that is proven to succeed very often. Just look at Tormental, or any big company for that matter, or any company for that matter. Lesson 2. Now that you have a swarm of brain-dead and loyal minions, hey, buddy, you have to put them to, work. Now, this may seem hard, especially when you've gathered them on the internet and they're miles away, but don't worry, it's always possible. First of all, you can't let your plan go out, so you must test your minions' loyalty. A good way to do this is to start random dumb arguments, so that you can see if your minions are brain-dead or not. Big media heads use this a lot, especially YouTubers and the social deduction game community as a whole. I don't do this as much as other people. Torm! But then again, I'm playing this on hard mode, so this is just all part of the process. Lesson 3. Okay, as I previously mentioned, we need to put our minions to work. Now you can just start small. Again, always test your minions' capabilities. My ideal way to not only test them, but to train them, is to make them compete for meaningless rewards, such as XP or fame. Now, through this, I've pretty much made my minions do all the other stuff a true villain and world conqueror should do. My minions even made my own theme song. Which is this? I would give credit, but my minions don't even deserve that. And check the name of the song. Open link. Jesus. Urban. I am so sorry. Lesson 4. From here on out, this is where it's a bit unknown where to go after this, mostly because I can't get farther from this. Anyway, lesson 4. So there are two things that are most important when conquering the world. One is obviously followers, and the second is obviously money. Now, this is where the part where I struggle. Depending on how successful your company is at this point depends on how easy it is to complete the next step. Again, you will need a lot of money. Like I said, this is where I struggle because I have no way of getting money, which is important. In fact, I don't even have much followers. In general, I'm lacking resources, but I'm not lacking what is superior tactics and skill. I think I'm just rambling at this point. Did I even tell you anything this useful this lesson? No? Too bad. Well, I mean, we get it. We need money. Lesson 5. Right, so by now you pretty much have to have a really big company. Now you're pretty much just a businessman now. Most businessmen have a lot of power and just eat up all the smaller companies, which is exactly what you should do. Make sure to silence any media threats too. Now that you have a giant mega corporation and a small cult, yes, it's a cult now, somewhere along from small corporation to giant conglomerate, you need to make a cult. Make it a cult. Very important. Anyway, you have to expand your cult following. This is best done through the internet. The internet can go anywhere at any time, so spreading your cult is pretty easy. Also, don't be sneaky. Put posters everywhere. Suspicion can be diverted with money, and since you own something with a lot of money, you don't have to bother with any of the stores. At this point in my guide, I expected you to have a worldwide cult. Everything in the world is at the tip of your finger. You can do anything. Now, this isn't much of a necessary step, but a request from me as your very helpful tutor. I want you to advertise my game. This is the game that I kind of made a half cult with, and I appreciate your support. Here's the link. Tom Hawk treasure. Jim the Native American. Ow, 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 ow. I'm so sorry. I'll also like 10% of all money you make, but that can be sorted out later. Well, we reached the end of our long journey, and you might be thinking, did you really just try to teach me world domination about 700 words in 6 seconds? Yes, I did. I know that's a little too much for you, but don't worry, it's worth it. Anyway, thanks for your money, and I hope you fail. So, what event is this referencing? So, for the next two, we have two back-to-back submissions. Silver Sprinkles with What Am I Submitting? And Shademus with Love and War. And they reviewed each other's stories. So, this is going to be a long one. I should probably make more water. In fact, I'm going to go do that.